Hi there, it's Gina again with Gina's Crafting Spot, and I have a layout for you today. It's a very simple layout, and it's about, I just showed you the pictures, the show Big Bang Theory, and we love it. So I decided to do the layout about that. And I am using that sheet is from a DCWV Sweet and Sassy 12 by 12 stack. So I am cutting those up. There's some, a lot of them that I want to use. We'll see what fits on my paper. So what I did was just matted my photos on some scratch white paper, cardstock. I have a ton of scraps, not too many big ones, but enough. Like if I use half of the sheet, then I'll use the other half. But so I just matted them on white so I could see them, like so they could stand out in the background, because the background is very busy. You see that multicolored polka dot. I'm not going to end up using that the heart paper. Now those two are from the same collection, I think, not the Sweet and Sassy, I don't believe. But I don't remember what 12 by 12 papers that's from. Also gorgeous papers. And they have some purple in it, and it was perfect because those cut aparts and the Sweet and Sassy stack has purple. So that worked out just beautifully. So I used that polka dot paper as a background for the two photos, so I just made a big photo mat out of it. I was going to use that as a background, and then I thought it would be better on white to be able to show everything. Everything would stand out more, rather. So you wouldn't think it would take me that long, because I did cut everything out and then decided which ones I wanted to use. But it's a very simple layout. I'm sorry, or maybe I should, no, I don't know. I really need to learn how to edit. But I know when I watch videos, I like to watch pretty much start to finish, even when they make mistakes or anything else, because that way it's like, okay, well, you guys on YouTube aren't perfect and have things done in one shot. And, that's what I think a lot, because you guys are so perfect with your videos. So there I'm using that label punch, and I'm cutting some of the smaller sayings into that shape. Because not all of it really, I don't need all of it. And I want to get a lot of them on there, so I can't have the whole big piece. So a lot of the sayings are super cute, but it's not me, it's you, boring, I understand, I just don't care. Then one just says don't care. I can't see them all. Whoop-de-doo, love that. Oh, please, they say that a lot on there. Can you not? Just a bunch of funny things that they say on It's Not Me, It's You. Sometimes I amaze myself. Just funny things that they say on Big Bang. I just love it. While I'm fiddling with this, I'll just tell you. I think it was winter of 2017. Yeah, I think it was around January. We went out. It was kind of not really a snowstorm, but it was really cold and snowy and stuff. And then we ended up going to, calling around everywhere to look for the series, the box set or whatever of Big Bang. I know it came out a while ago, but we never watched it. I watched one episode, I'm like, oh, this is dumb, I'm not going to watch it. And then I really wish I would have kept with it. But my cousin Tisha, she's here on YouTube too. She's like, oh, it's hilarious. And, she would watch it all the time. So then I'm like, okay, we need to see it. So then we saw a couple episodes, and then we totally got hooked. We're like, we have to watch it from the beginning. So my husband and I went searching. We got some episodes from TV because it wasn't on Netflix. So we got some episodes from TV. We would just record them whenever they come on. And yeah, just super amazing. And then maybe like the third season, when we got, so we were binging, of course. So when we got to the third season, it we couldn't get it on TV on demand. I think it was. We were looking or finding them. So we went to. I was calling around everywhere looking to see if they have any of those discs, and we finally found some at, I think it was Disc Replay or some store. So we traveled to, like, what is it? It was Orland, so it's maybe like 30 minutes away in that bad weather to go check and see if we could get that box set. So I think we ended up getting a couple seasons. And at those places, it was pretty cheap. So maybe $5-10 for the whole season. So it was pretty good. And then we were able to continue our binging, and it was so awesome. I just love to binge watch, and the show was just hilarious. So yeah. So that's the story behind Big Bang. So what I'm doing here, I just took some Martha Stewart. I don't know what it's called. It's not like washi tape or anything. It's not sticky. It's just like a border material. And I used those special scissors, and I just cut that, what is it called? It's not a ruffle. Like that tassel-y look where it's all cut up. And then it doesn't come with adhesive, so I had to add some double stick tape to it. And I'm going to add that to the bottom of the layout. So finally, I stopped messing around with all those. And you can see I cut them into all different shapes. That Oh Please, I even made my own label sticker shape kind of. And that works for me. And then some with the flags on the sides. So just to give each one something different and to make them a little smaller too. So I'm just gluing that on the bottom of the white paper. I was going to use that, but I don't think I end up using the heart paper. I just use that little bit of the top part of it. And I don't know why I decide to ink that. I don't think I ink everything, or maybe I do. Gee, I'm so crooked with everything. I just can never cut straight. Oh well. So I'm just taking off some of the adhesive there, and I think that'll be enough to cover, so the picture covers it all. Or, so it won't show past my layers. And I think with the busyness of everything else, you can't really tell there on the left that it's kind of crooked. So then I'm also looking for some washi. And this just has some gold. I think I want to say the deer heads. Not quite sure. So I just cut down that border strip. Not border strip. I don't know. What's it called? I don't know, but that comes on top of the paper. Some are decorated and some are just not. So I keep trying to use that, but it's not going to happen. And then I have that cut apart. It came from, I don't know. I don't remember where it came from. It wasn't from that DCWV Sweet and Sassy, I know. That's just where those funny sentiments came from. But this went so well with the story. So that's where I'm going to do all my journaling. Just talking about how obsessed we were. And we get like that. We find something we like, and then we just, go to town and try to watch every episode we can. And that's my favorite. I love doing that. Could tell we love TV, huh? So that piece was too big to put anywhere, really. So I decided to just cut it up a little bit. So I just cut out the speech bubble part. And that is appropriate because some of the things they say, it's like, what? Are you serious? So don't tell me I'm going to mess with those again, but I am going to find some alphas so I could spell out the title, which is just Big Bang Theory. And I'm using those stickers. And usually all the stickers I get are from Tuesday morning because they're reduced. They're like only $1.99. And granted, they're probably, I know they're older, but it doesn't matter to me. They still look good. And I don't know if you could see real close, you could have seen what the name was. I don't know if they even have them. But yeah, here I am just putting on my title. And I will go back and reinforce with some wet glue because it's, those don't stick, especially because they're probably older. And here I'm trying to figure out how to spell. I try to go backwards, and if I don't see it, I just... Oh, that's why, because I was trying to fit it there and it didn't really fit. Okay. I'm not that much of a space cadet. I could spell. So then I decide to just move everything over and let it overlap there on the speech bubble. And I'll just write around the title on that journaling piece. And then I guess I'm inking up all the edges of all my pieces, and then I'm just going to add them on. And I kept thinking of more stuff to put on it because it feels, I don't know, it feels busy, but then it's like I didn't add very much. Maybe just because it didn't need a lot, because it's just a silly show, so all those silly phrases just, I guess, is enough. And I decided to add that other piece of that strip to the top. Yeah, boring could not be under Big Bang Theory because it's not boring. So I just chose the oh please. Just have something to put there. And of course, get phone calls and stuff when you're trying to scrapbook. That's okay. So yeah, so this is the gist of, not the gist, this is what it's going to look like. I think about splatters. That's my homemade blue color. There's a video on my homemade stuff. And then some pink. And some green. A lot of it gets covered, but that's okay. Then I have gold. I have made that last so long, but I wish I had a giant. That's the only one I've ever had, so, you could tell I use it sparingly. I wish I had a ginormous one, but I guess I don't make it anymore. Gotta find me a new one. So there I am, just attaching everything, putting everything down using my, not my ATG, the little tape runner. And that'll pretty much do it. Then all I'm going to do is get I try a couple things that don't work, like those Bella Boulevard bows, or maybe they do. I can't remember. Like I said, I don't have the layout to look at. There's some little pink gems from Close to My Heart. I decided against that, and I want to use some sequins because I have a bunch of them, and they're so pretty. So I'm going to get out my sequins. Any day now. There they are. And that's how I keep them because those containers are awesome. They only open when you push that button on the side and then lift up each little section. So that way all the colors don't run together. Like there's no space in between. So I'm just picking some of the colors I think I want to use. Of course, purple, because there's finally purple in a layout. And some gold. So yeah, I'm just going to sprinkle those around and then glue them down. Very simple layout, but I do love it. And yeah, so I think I'm just going to arrange them, and then I will not attach, yeah, I guess adhere them after I go off camera. Because, yeah, like I said, I'm not good at editing, so yeah, I wasn't gonna. I try to edit and I end up deleting pieces of my video, so I guess I need to spend more time on studying how to edit. But I think that's pretty much how they're gonna end up. Like I said, doing my journaling later. So I did keep those 2 bows from Bella Boulevard up there. And of course, I get a phone call, another one. I don't know, there was something going on that day. So yeah, so that will do it for my layout. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you next time.